Unfortunate. There we go. Now we're live. Okay. Yeah, I think after yesterday, after this week, a chill stream might not be too bad. That one run of Mastering Mixology gave 6K XP, which again, that's to be expected. So if we do 5 runs, that's 2.5 mile run for the night. I'm okay with that. I feel like I've been pretty tired after all the running this week. Need to take a break. Tomorrow will be not a streaming day. Oh, I need to hydrate or dihydrate with the hydration checkpoint and portal spawn, so we're going to start running again. I think the problem I have with me staying consistent with this stream, like while I'm streaming, is I not only have to stay consistent with streaming, but I also have to give myself time to rest. So it's kind of a funny juggling act of I want to be streaming every day, but also I can't be running every day. Maybe I can, I don't know. But I feel like I need a break day or I'm going to wear myself out physically. So I was born to run. I was born to dream, says General Chat. Same, dude. I relate to that. I relate to that on a personal level. That's B. I'm guessing nothing from Solo Chambers, which is unfortunate, but it'll come soon. Purple coming soon for you. We're gonna send Chambers again on Tuesday. That's my plan. Last week was a little rough, not gonna lie, but we struggle bust our way through. I think it was the Chambers after Boba Mile though that was rough, not the Tuesday one. Because Tuesday was with Tucker, right? And that was smooth. That was clean. Tucker raids usually are. Yeah, Tucker's a beast. At least at Chambers. Get gear helps, but still. Yeah, raiding with Tucker's always a pleasure. Raiding with people from chat is just, even, it doesn't matter their skill level. Nothing today, I'm so down. Robes Tebow or bust for my account right now. Fair. They're really big. Really big upgrades. I would love a Tebow, but that is a pipe dream at this point. I would love a Bofa. If I can get a Bofa on this account, I think that's a huge flex. But that will come in time. If I can do even 3 CG a day, that's 3-mile run a day. Bofa in full armor by 200. Yeah, let's go. Shifty from chat. He pulled an enhanced, he put it in Discord, but he pulled an enhanced at 7 KC, which is baller. That's so lucky. Have him give me his RNG for the grind. That would be sweet. Could you imagine early spoon on this account and being saved from the grind? My problem, I think, with CG is, like, you do it for the Bofa was around 50 KC. Is you have to do it for the armor anyway. You're like locked in there, but you don't know for how long. If you get enhanced early, you're fine. You know, oh, as soon as I get armor stuff, I'm out. But if you don't get enhanced, it's like, oh, this is gonna be a long time. Yeah, the shards. I pulled the week I got Bofa. First day I got Bofa. Second day I got Dragon Warhammer. Then third day that week I got Whip. Abby, the Abyssal Whip. And that was the week I peaked in RuneScape, I think. Like, as far as RNG. Remember to hydrate or dihydrate? But yeah, that was the luckiest week I will ever have in RuneScape, I think. And sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes the RNG giveth. Sometimes it's just 2 pets in a week on your main. That's pretty good. Squirrel and KQ. Oh, KQ's, that's a gnarly pet. Anyone who has the willpower to do KQ has mad respect for me. KQ is not a grind I can lock in for, I don't think. That's 2 of 5 on the Runecraft grind. Tonight we're going to be grinding, like, I think I already said this, but my AFK activity tonight is going to be sailing. If I can get to 60, then I can start AFK smithing, which is very nice. I showed my GF at the time all OSR as pets, and she picked that one. I told her she had no idea how much she effed me. 100%. Um, yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, I can see how many views your clips have in the leaderboards for chat. That's actually sick. Yeah, you're sitting at a fat 20K Statsby. That's sick. Okay, I'm going for I'm gonna ignore Portal. We're at 250 shards. Oh, never mind. Portal's right there. Bofa Clip is gonna beat it. Dude, I hope so. What do we do for Bofa Clip? How do we pop off for Bofa Clip? I'm gonna have to rack my brain on that. That's an in the moment thing. That's fair. I'm glad I'm moving into my own house at that point. Like, not sharing a. Well, I'm sharing a wall with a neighbor, but like, it's farther. It's farther. Gonna be farther away than. Wait, what am I doing? Like right now, my shared wall is right there. So when I'm moving, it's not my own house, but like it's not the wall. The shared wall won't be just right there. So I can pop off. Because that's going to be so loud when we do that. I'm going to be so happy. The Oda neck break. Dive into the pool head first. That's the real neck break. Fall off the treadmill on accident? Probably. Once we start getting into PVM, I'm going to start needing to use the clip for, like, the treadmill has a clip. In case you fall off, it'll stop. You like, pull the pin. Now, I haven't been using that. I probably should be, but, I haven't been. For PVM, though, I'm definitely putting that on. Because if I fall off during PVM, especially due to a pop off, I want that treadmill to stop. I don't want to get hurt. But yeah, that will be especially if I'm like 1,000 miles deep, just death piled. Robe bottom time. Let's go, dude. Purple incoming. Good luck. Good luck. Don't forget to Goblin Salute and Smite Ulm. And thank the bus driver while you're at it. I do need to pick some quests to do though, like I mentioned earlier. I'm not sure if I have any available right now. that give Hunter XP. That would just be easy completes. But I guess I could be doing quests for XP. That would be pretty nice. Two birds, one stone type of deal. So I'll check second monitor. Oh yeah, I haven't done like any quests that give Hunter. Perilous Moons, but I don't know that I have the gear for that. Defender of Varrock, do I have the requirements for that? I don't know if I do. But Defender of Varrock would be big. I think that gives Herblore XP too. If I can't do Perilous Moons, I don't think I can do Defender of Varrock though, honestly. All right. Winding down for the round. Have I not done the natural history quest? I feel like I have. There's no way I haven't, right? At First Light, what is that quest? Short quest gives... Oh, that's the Hunter Guild quest, right? Gives 4,500 Hunter XP. And a tiny bit of construction. And a tiny bit of herb lore. And access to Master Tier Hunter Rumors. Don't forget to hydrate or dihydrate, gamers. Yeah, I don't know. Hunter quests don't really seem worth it right now. The problem is a lot of these quests require melee gear. Defender of Varrock. There's a couple boss fights in that, if I remember right. Difficulty is experienced, but length is medium. I don't even have all the requirements for it. Below Ice Mountain is... Actually, wait, hold up. That might be a quest we want to do, because in order to start the construction grind, I kind of want that hammer I can get from the chambers there, the ruins of Camdozal. Because I can make... I can equip that hammer in the offhand. Just give me one extra inventory spot, which will be nice. And I don't even need that much stuff for it. I need bread, knife, beer, and cooked meat. But the cooked meat I can get during the quest. Same with the beer. And that's it. That's pretty easy. Maybe we knock that out tonight as our quest for the night. I feel like our quests are coming along nicely. I'm at 103 out of 180, which is, I feel like, pretty impressive. All things considered. I'm going to also move this hydration checkpoint to the tile I'm standing on so that I don't pass over it every time. I just hit it once. Okay, starting the running for the round. Of course, there's the portal. It's fine. I guess we just miss it, but that's fine. I don't know if the first one's actually worth it anymore. We get so many shards. Woohoo, keep the grind. Good luck. Thanks, Gremlin. I don't know if I saw your message on time. I've been fighting with my chat app that I use. It doesn't combine chats. It broke yesterday. So tonight after stream, I'm going to get a new one. I asked around to a couple other friends I have that stream to get their recommendations, so I'm going to go fix that tonight so I can combine chats again. Because that will be nice to just have chats on screen. I'm going to put it right where RuneScape chat normally goes too. I got a screenshot of like an empty chat box that I can use as the background. It'll just make it look really nice, I think. Plus that covers up my chat box if I want to open it up for some reason and message people privately. I just don't have that on screen. So when are we doing Sweet Chambers Sundays? Sundays I think are gonna, Sundays and Mondays, well, maybe, I don't know. I think I want to pick 2 days a week to have as a break. Because I need break days. And I think it's going to be Friday and Monday. But I don't know if I can do 2 raid days in the same week. Because if I do, so actually wait, let me preface that. If I do raid days, it halts my progress on the Treadmill account. And I don't necessarily like that because I want to progress this account so that it can get to raids. But once we get this account to raids, baby, we are sending them so much. So I do think I want to keep up the raids with viewers. It's fun. But I also want to make progress on this account. So, but once we get this account to raids, baby, ooh, we send in raids left and right. Johnny, so you got featured on Behemoth today. Yeah, dude, it was hype. Super hype. We got the boobs mile. I feel like they didn't give a lot of context, but that's okay. The real homies know. We got the boobs mile in. And that clip that StatsBeat made has 20k views. Zales made one that's identical too, is the unfortunate part. So I like, in my mind, it's both of you homies. Both of you were there. Both of you helped out with that. So I appreciate you very, very much. Got some smooth jazz right now in Twitch music. How you doing tonight though, Mason? Hope you're doing good. We're on round 4 of our Gardens of the Rift for the night. So I think we're gonna do one more, then we'll do a quest, and then we'll do some hunter. A quest for the Holy Grail. Not really, we're not doing Holy Grail, but I think we've already done that. Great, just got back from cousin's wedding. Very nice, dude. Hope it was chill. Yippee! Icy, how are you doing, dude? Hope you're doing good, gamer. Welcome in. We are gaming tonight. Getting a short little run in. Guardians, welcome, Jemmy. How are you doing? Yeah, we're doing Guardians. Need to get that rune crafting level knocked out of the way, so doing a tiny bit of Guardians every day because I don't want to just burn myself out and run too much on one day. If I spread it out, it's more healthy. So, game testing with Stubob right now. Nice, dude. I'm kind of sad that I'm missing that. He told me about his game, and it sounds so sick. Tell him I say hi. Chat's not showing on stream. Yeah, I know. It's broken currently. So I'm going to fix it tonight after I hop off. It just doesn't work right now, unfortunately. Okay, slowing down. Remember our hydration checkpoint, hydrate or dihydrate. But yeah, I got some recommendations for better chat applications from some friends who stream. So we will be fixing that tonight, making it look nicer too. I have some ideas on how to just make it fit the theme. I'm going to replace my chat box with Twitch chat. And then, like, I have a screenshot of an empty RuneScape chat box that I'm going to put as the background, so it's easier to read. So, yeah. Hopefully that will make it better. That's 64 rune crafting. We're gaming. We have 40k XP left. 38 technically. So that's what, 6 more runs, 3 miles. Slightly more, so seven runs. 3.5 miles of Guardians left. That's not too bad. My ears are burning. Yeah, your ears are burning. You talking about me? Yeah, dude. I was saying I'm sad that I'm missing the game dev. I want to stay consistent with streaming, but like, I want to see your game. So, yeah, we should do that sometime. Is it going good? Next week? Okay. At the party, right? Sick. This guy says, ran out of rum, pray for me. So I activated Smite. Didn't use any of the death pile. No perp though. Rip. That's also tragic. I mean, like, good that you didn't use the death pile, but tragic that you death piled and then didn't use it. It's crazy to me that you can get booze delivered. I did get spared a lot. Fair. But I guess, like, booze delivery is better than driving yourself, right? To go get more. Okay, we have 200 shards. We're gonna go start filling up inventory. Death pile is pretty cope. Yeah. But yeah, Stubob, we popped off. I don't know if you're still in chat, but we popped off. We got 20,000 views on that clip. That's pretty hype. I think your Reddit post got like 700-800 karma. I haven't checked it in a bit. It was quite a lot last time I checked. I might pull up Guardians of the Rift. I need some runecraft. Yo. Group stream on Guardians? That would be baller. Maybe I keep going then. Maybe we do just knock it out tonight. That's a big run, though. That's a lot of running. But you know, I haven't gone like a long run since Tuesday, I think, when we did Chambers. So I've been thinking about rune crafting a lot for this account. And I think it's actually going to be, once I get construction to a reasonable spot, when I start lamping, because the construction XP is going to be just so slow. I can't like get anything noted that speeds it up. Can't really AFK bloods on this account. So it's going to be really, really, really long if I ever want to max this account. Gonna be really, really long for the runecraft grind. Guardians of the Rift maxes out at like 75 thou per hour. 75k an hour. And that's at 99. Which means that it's like not very mile efficient at all. 15k XP per mile. That's not a lot. And that's assuming rates at 99, so with full Guardians runecraft outfit, which I'm not going to be able to do because of weight. So you can do combo runs to speed it up quite a bit. Fair. But how do I do combo runes? Don't I need, like, stuff to sacrifice? Do I just save pearls and buy this stuff? I just don't know how I'm going to do it on a UIM. That's the worry. If there's a strat, that's awesome. Binding necklace. Nice. I actually just recently learned about binding necklaces. I didn't know they were a thing. Oh, I ran out of uncharged cells. Yeah, being a UIM will make it a little more challenging. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But whatever. It's okay. If we really do want to max this account, we can just stick on the grind, do a little bit every now and then. Incremental progress, right? But we'll see. That's like, there's so many things I need to worry about first before I even consider that. It'd be pretty cool, though. Long ways away, though. Okay. Let's see if I can actually even fit this turn in, get this turn in done in time. I don't think I have enough time. That's fine. Oh, we did get it. Sick. Okay, slowing down the treadmill. Okay, so that's 5. I have 7 left. Which means if I want to split it right in half, I do 1 more tonight, and then tomorrow we do 6 runs. We're an hour into stream, and we've gone slightly under 4 miles. We're also slightly under an hour, so. Remember to hydrate or dehydrate. Whoa. Whoa. General chat is general chat's being general chat. KQ pet is huge. Is that really how big KQ pet is? That's insane. It takes up 4 tiles. All the other pets take up 1. That's just a huge flex to have it. Especially because it is KQ pet. I need to pull my hair back. I don't have a tie though. It gets everywhere if I don't pull it back. I could stop the treadmill while I'm doing this, but I don't know. Okay. So tomorrow we'll finish off the rune crafting. We also have 63 pulls from reward golem. I don't think I've ever really stacked up rewards very much, but it's kind of useful to store the rewards here. It's really nice. Once we hit 200 shards, we'll start the run for the round. I need to repair before we get too far into it. Okay, cool. There's Portal, of course. It's fine, we don't need it. I'm very glad that Monday is a holiday. I'm gonna take some time to just chill, spend time with my daughter, I think. Today was really nice. I gotta spend a whole bunch of time with her and time with the wife too. It was a nice day. So I hope everyone else's weekend is chill as well. I want to do a little bit of work coding on Monday for the plugin. Just clean up some stuff and work on some new stuff. But we'll see if that happens. I think I'm going to my in-laws. Family man always baffles me. It's like keep hearing people speak from a different reality. Listen, I think I got pretty lucky. My wife's like super. I got really lucky with my wife, but I also got really lucky by with meeting her. But like, yo, thank you for the sub, Dizzy. I think family's really important to me, but if I didn't have a wife or a baby, it would kind of be a different story. Like, my relationship with my extended family, it's a little complicated. Yo! MML Links, welcome to the chat. We are doing a little bit of gaming. I'm a distance runner and gamer, and it's really cool. I came across your videos. Yo, that's awesome. I have questions for you then. Because I'm very new to distance running, as in this account is what started my interest in it. I was not a runner beforehand. I was very out of shape. But now that I've gotten a little taste for it, it feels nice. And I don't think I'll be able to go back to a normal RuneScape account. And also, I want to do like a half marathon just to start out. But I have no idea how to prepare or train for it. Do you ever run with a heavy weight on you? Very, very occasionally. I'll run with weight on, but not like, I don't want to blow my knees out. So, I try to avoid that. Walking, sure. Running, I try to avoid. On the right track, that's good to hear. Kind of get that. I've had long-term relationships before, and I met them by the most obscure and seemingly random situations. Yeah, I think mine was pretty weird, and my first date was really not good. But it wasn't her fault, and so I decided to give her a second. We went on a double date, and the people we went with it was just weird, but if you're really new to running, a heart rate of 150s is pretty good for 5 miles an hour. That is awesome to hear, because I've been worried that my heart rate is like way too high. So that is sick to hear. I don't know like a lot about this. So I'm just like, yeah, this would be a cool RuneScape account. Send it. And I've had to kind of learn as I go. I started this account without running shoes, and it was bad. My first all the way to Graceful, first 100 miles I think on the account, I did not have running shoes, and it was pretty bad. Dating can always be awkward. I agree, Lynx. But like the first date was so, man had the safety boots on. Not quite safety boots, but they weren't steel toe cap and all. Nah, no steel toe cap. That would be insane. That would be absolutely crazy. Okay, slowing down. I think we're calling it for Guardians of the Rift tonight. That is the halfway point for the level up, so we'll get 65 tomorrow, which is great. So do you have on clouds? No, I have Sauconies, I think. I went to a running store nearby and they sorry, Lynx, 1 second. Let me finish this thought. They like filmed you running. It was really cool. They filmed you running and like explained what type of stride you had and what shoes would be good for it. It was like really intense. But they didn't charge extra for it, so I was like, sure, let's do it. Do a treadmill lactate stress test. Treadmill lactate stress test? That seems funky. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. I'll look into it. If you want to build overall aerobic fitness, look into Zone 2/MAF training. It's very heart rate based. 80% of your run should be easy. Okay. And then what is considered easy as far as like a heart rate? Floris Gearman is a good resource. He has free vids on YouTube. Awesome. Dizzy says, I work in a place where we have to wear steel toe boots at all times. When something gets jammed, I'm in a moving part. I have to pretty much run it to them. My feet are like, please don't do that. I worked in a spot. I worked in a spot where we had to have steel toes and like, you know, the long pants so that you didn't have, dang it, didn't have like sparks come up and, you know, hit you and, or like random stuff, you know. I'm sure you know how that goes. And in the summer, dude, it's, yeah, not fun. It gets so hot. Construction jobs, I'm not envious of people that have to do those for, they're fine for like short, like I wouldn't want to do it my whole life, is I guess what I'm saying. They're hard on you. They're really hard. It's very physically demanding. So running stores are cool. I love Fleet Feet. An easy heart rate should be a pace you can hold a conversation easily. Oh, okay. So like what I'm doing right now. That's perfect. Yeah, it's summer here and it's like 25 and we have to wear black cargo pants. Ah, oh, dude. 25. 1 second. Let me convert that to American speak. 77. Okay. My Celsius, I guess I could, if I thought about it, I would been able to think, but sign up for Portland half. We'll probably do Seattle full. Let's go, Lynx. That's awesome. There's a Discord link. Let me send it to you. 1 second. I have it now connected to my copy link address. I have it on my Twitch page now, and it's not going to expire. But if you ever want to join, I'd love to hear about your, I should make a fitness channel in the Discord, because I'd love to hear about your times. That would be awesome. You don't have to join, no pressure, but I think I'm going to make a fitness channel and do that. Okay, Captain Rav. Let's okay, so rest of tonight we're gonna do a quest. We're gonna knock out Below Ice Mountain. And then I'm going to do some Hunter to wrap it off. Thanks, I joined. Awesome. Dude, good luck on him. That's super hype. My goal this year is to do a half. I've never done like any sort of run ever. So I'd love to try out a half and start there. I don't want to push myself too hard. So we'll do a half. I'm not that fast for a casual runner in her 30s. That is a-okay. It's all about just enjoying it and keeping yourself healthy, right? We're gonna pick up runes, then we'll tally to Ardone, get the bread that we need for the quest. Sorry, 1 second, airplane. I saw your message. I'm just... Below Ice Mountain. Okay. Alrighty, we got our teleport runes. I need a knife, so we're gonna go to Lumbridge, pick that up. Bread, I can pick up an RD. Being able to finish without stopping is a good goal, I think. Okay. That would be awesome. I will keep that in mind. Because I think I agree. It would be hard. Can't run half before you should get a personal. Yeah, I will get a personal best. That's true. Okay, Airplane says my ex-employer requires oil resistance and non-slip shoes. It had to be both. It had both in shoe. I'm guessing that like, and non-slip shoes. You had to have both on your shoe, right? Like both non-slip and oil resistant. And those get expensive if you want nice ones. Especially, and if you're standing up all day and working in them, you want nice ones. So, okay, where are we going? Artie. Yeah, it will be my PB. That's true. So, that's some motivation right there. I put a suggestion in your suggestion box. Thank you, Dizzy. I will check it. I forgot I honestly forgot I had it. I will be combining chats after stream tonight. I don't know if you were in here when I said that, but we will be combining chats and putting that on screen. I had problems with the chat last night. It broke, and I hadn't had time before stream to sit down and fix that. But okay, let's go to Varrock, I think is probably the closest telly. Outside Falador, south of the Ice Mountain Dwarves. Oops, I should have tellied there then. It's fine, it's about 50-50. No, Valley Teleport was actually probably way closer, but that's okay. Take a little jaunt over there. Okay. I just noticed that whenever I knock my desk, like if I hit my desk just a little bit, the mic picks it up. Yep. Actually, that I don't know if you were in chat when I mentioned that I was going to work on the plugin for plugin on Monday, but that is 100% what I'm going to be working on. I think it's an amazing idea. The other thing I'm going to integrate with that, Dizzy, is there is sorry, 1 second, Links. There is a plugin as well that takes a screenshot whenever I die, and you can link it to a Discord channel, and it will send the screenshot of your death to the Discord channel. And then what I can do is I can have the game type over my head. It doesn't really type, but it, like for you, your client shows it like someone typed. So whenever I die on chat, it says plea above my head, PLEAE, A or something like that. Whatever. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link the, like if I die while someone increased my treadmill speed, then I'm gonna give them like a kill cam, right? Like they helped kill me. And so I can take a screenshot of like the last 10 people or whatever that subbed when I died, before I died, if the treadmill was increased, or donated bits or did whatever. And they can get like one kill on me. And you can like, I think that'll be just like a cool way of interacting with chat. Can't wait to help kill you. Thanks, Statsby. You're a real homie. How do you have negative 13 kilo as your carried weight? I haven't played it in a while. I thought Boot of Lightness is pretty much all you can have until late game. So I have these graceful ropes. This was the first thing I rushed out on the account, was graceful. Graceful reduces your weight and increases your energy regen at the same time. This is going to be best in slot for most of the game. But Boots of Lightness, Penance Gloves, and Spotty or Cape are the true best in slot. I can pick up Boots of Lightness from Purdue anytime I want. There's like 9k coins. Penance Gloves I think I can store in my house once I get them, and Spotty or Cape I can also store in my house once I get it. I just need 69 Hunter, and I'm currently at 66. So we're getting there, but getting in better shape from dying sounds like a good reward. You might get spammed bits during CG boss fight every time. Yeah, so I'm gonna get spammed bits. That's true. Maybe I don't hook it up to bits though. Stat speed. That's kind of a way to do it, or put a threshold. Those rubes are super useful for this challenge. I can't training melee is going to be hard. Yeah. So I've done blast furnace for a lot of it, and prayer flicking, and there's a whole bunch of like weird niche training strats I need to do for this account. But yeah, I think there's a way I can get around the spamming bits. Hit me up if you need pointers on Twitch bots. I have my own that's used in a few channels. Yo, that would actually be sick, Dizzy. I wrote in Node.js using the official API. That would be sick. Because I took a little bit of the look at the docs, just a tiny bit, but honestly haven't had a lot of time to look at it, so. Attempt to recruit Checkall to your team in Barbarian Village. Cool. Yeah, training a lot of things is hard on this account, but particularly smithing was really tough. I would use blast furnace and smelt gold ore, and that means I had a weight vest with 50 kilos on. Sorry, 50 pounds, not 50 kilos. That would be insane. That'd be sick, Dizzy. You're in the Discord, right? You can just send it to me. He's gonna steal my info. I'm sure he's gonna steal it. He's gonna be hacker man. But yeah, smithing was hard. 50 pounds on the weight vest was rough. Construction is gonna be pretty equally hard, I think. Okay, so this is Checkall. That would be me, sir. What can I do for you? Willow told me found a new dig site. Stop right there. You can tell Willow she can do the heavy lifting herself. Why is that? Willow does not appreciate the amount of work that goes into building my physique. I would not help her lift a shrimp. I take great pride in these muscles, and it hurts me to the core to hear such insults. This is the guy where the flex emote comes from. But we need your help. She found a new archaeological dig site and needs help to clear the entrance. Why is she interested in a dig site? She said there could be ancient ruins or even untouched hoard of gold and treasure. Oh, that makes sense. You poor lad. Nothing. Look, I'll help you, but first you must prove your strength to me. That shouldn't be too hard. I'm pretty strong. That is true, but are you strong in both mind and body? Are we going to do, what's the chess boxing? Have you guys seen chess boxing? Where you play a round of chess, and then you box for a round, and then you play a round of chess, and you box for a round? To be a true strongman, you don't need big muscles. You don't just need big muscles. No, you must have self-control and an unrelenting desire to push yourself to become stronger. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I would ask you to train with my old friend and trainer, Atlas, one of the strongest barbarians I know. You can find him in the Hall North here. If you can survive his rigorous training program, I shall offer you my help. Cool. I will go speak with Atlas. Do I like sailing? That is a loaded question. I think sailing is fine how it currently stands. I think it has a lot of potential, but I don't think it's quite where it needs to be. It integrates with a lot of other skills very nicely. It integrates with fishing super well, and there's some stuff with hunter and fletching. So I think it fits really well. It doesn't feel out of place in RuneScape. Um, but I think it's going to age very well. I think they've set it up to age very well. Sailing over fire making. True. I think sailing is a much better skill than some of the skills that are currently in the game. Um, and so it's hard when people ask that question because it's um, like smithing. I think smithing has needed a rework for a long time. 99 smithing for armor that you can equip at level 40 defense doesn't really make sense. And I understand why it's like that because like value of rune armor is like really high, but like it needs some form of rework. So like yeah, I think sailing fits into old school RuneScape. Um I do think it will get better with time though. Okay. Also, welcome in, perv asshat. Welcome to the chat. um, that name gets me every time. It's a force of habit. It comes with the barbarian lifestyle, but apologize. I'll give you a free lesson. A free lesson. Usually this costs 25,000 coins per session. Dang, bro's a personal trainer. No price is too much for a good workout. Are you ready to start your training session? That's a good quote for this channel in particular. I'm ready. Oh, look, that's me. We're running. We're running on the treadmill. Oh, I'm not doing jumping jacks on the treadmill, though. Sorry. It's not all about strength. You need to do some cardio, too. Yeah, we're doing that. Don't worry. It's the strength that I'm not too ripped on that. Catch. I should have turned the treadmill on to run for this. I didn't know that this cutscene was a thing, though. The counting is off with the animation. You need to be tough to be a strong man. Show me what you've got. We're boxing. Now we need to play chess, honestly. Chess boxing is one of the craziest sports. Also, like professional slapping. I don't know if you guys have seen slapping contests. Every strongman was once a beginner who refused to give up. That is such a sick quote. You need to push yourself. Need Eye of the Tiger going? 100%. But, we're already, like, done with it. Again, I didn't know about this cutscene. Always strive to be the best that you can be. You should change the incline of your treadmill if you're going up or downhill in a game. I wish I could. My treadmill doesn't have an incline adjustment. I unfortunately don't have I didn't have a ton of money for a nice treadmill. I had a baby back in August. And I bought the treadmill like a couple months before that, but money was pretty tight. Since then I've got a new job. So that's nice. But like I have a nice treadmill now, so I don't want to just trash it. So I'm going to wear this one out and then I'll see about getting a nicer one. But I did think about that. That's a super super good idea. I don't know how I would determine if I'm going up or down, but maybe I could figure it out. But yeah, that's sick. That would be sweet. Okay, we're done. Now we can flex. I still don't have the jog emote, but I have the flex one. Ooh, look at that. Let's go. It's a nice little window for the flex emote. Okay. Now we've trained, we can talk with Checkall. Cool. Our total level's getting there. We're almost to 1650. That's pretty sweet. So I'm going to restart this combo because I didn't read the first bit. Have you completed your training with Atlas? Just about, but it was a real struggle. It always is, but I can see you're standing taller and looking stronger already. Yeah, we are. We're flexing. Now show me your muscles, and I will be the judge if you're ready to receive my help. Yeah, let's flex on them. Oh my goodness! Those muscles are exquisite. I will definitely help anyone who shows that much dedication to their physique. Fantastic. Willow said she'd meet you by the entrance on the west side of Ice Mountain. Thank you, my friend. I will meet you there. What an exhausting workout. I hope the others aren't as much effort. Now we go talk to Marley in the Edgeville Ruins. I think we just make him a steak sandwich and we're done with it. I'm swapping the inventory or the menu entry swappers to use for both of these so that we don't accidentally eat them. I have noticed that Saturday streams are slightly slower viewer-wise. So I kind of want to stream on Friday nights. But I have a group of friends that gets together on Friday nights. Wait, I'm not in your Discord on my alt. Do you want me to... It's on Twitch chat. The YouTube Discord invite is invalid. Yeah, I added it to Twitch today, though. So it should be on my Twitch profile. I will reset the YouTube one tonight. Maybe I'll do that right now. 1 second. I can't edit the stream while it's going. I don't think. Not easily. Look, I'm not here with the city guard. Willow sent me to find you. She needs your help. Willow? I don't recall a Willow. Are you sure? She said she was old. You were old pals. Nope, I'm sure. Only Willow I know is a type of tree. But then again, my memory is a bit hazy due to how hungry I am. You're too hungry to remember your friend. I can send it in chat again, Dizzy too. I have it copied. Yep, been a while since I had a nice hot meal. Would you like me to go get you something to eat to help jog your memory? Oh, what a kind offer. I wouldn't say no. Fine, I'll be back in a... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses. I can't eat just anything. I have very specific dietary requirements. Don't be like that. I don't want nothing fancy. I just want a steak sandwich from the Blue Moon Inn in Barrock. Why don't you go and get one then? Well, slight problem there, my friend. I've been barred, and the chef won't make me another one. Something about stealing from punters. I can't remember. Fine. If I go get you this sandwich, will you help Willow? So this is just DoorDash the quest. Of course. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back. 5 minutes or less, or it's free. Oh, I teleported the wrong city. I was wondering, would you be able to help me make a steak sandwich? Don't get many food orders in here. Oh, wait. I need to do an accent for him, because he's got one. I was wondering, would you be able to make me a steak sandwich? We don't get many food orders in here. Last person to order one of them was barred for thieving. Oh, no, it's for me? Really? No, it's for Marley. Oh, I knew it. I'm not making another meal for that thieving git. Clear off. At least tell me why you hate him so much. I know what it's like not knowing where your next meal's coming from. So I let him eat you for free. The minute I turn my back, he's caught red-handed, trying to pickpocket one of our patrons. We gave him the boot then and there. Well, fair enough. But it's just one sandwich. He's not even in Varrock anymore. He's moved off to Edgeville. No chance, mate. It's the principle of the thing. I won't make food for such a low-class criminal. Please, I really need Marley's help, and he'll only offer it if I give him a steak sandwich. Boy, that's bloody offensive to us British folk. Offensive? Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dizzy. If I had any teeth, I'd bite you. Well, I suppose if I give you the recipe, he called him a git, so I have to try my best at a British accent. I know I'm butchering it, but I suppose if I give you the recipe, you can make it yourself. Great, I can't imagine it's that hard to make. Oh, hey, watch your mouth. Making a steak sandwich is a delicate art. Sorry, of course it is. What's the recipe then? Alright, to start, you need some prime beef from a cow. None of that dog meat around here in Varrock. The fields around Lumbridge are a great source. Cook it up. Medium rare is perfect. Don't cook it too long or you'll burn it. Surely you got some knives that would work wonders. Then, take some bread. I recommend making it fresh, but to each their own. Slice it in half and slide the beautifully cooked beef between two halves. Hey, and presto, you got yourself a delicious, perfectly made steak sandwich. Wow, that's it? Some beef between a loaf of bread. It's harder than to make than it sounds. Now get out of here before I whack you one for being so rude. Okay. Steak sandwich, please. Alrighty, it just heals you. Okay, that was easy. Surely got some knives that would work wonders. Yeah, we got one. Oh, I just realized that you were talking to Dizzy. No, he doesn't have any knives. Don't tell him that. He's gonna shank me. Wait until you see that source code. It's got so many if statements, you're gonna wonder if you should have opened it. Oh no. Nested ifs? Are we like 12 ifs deep? Ifception. Oh no, Dizzy. Please. You know, reading through the RuneScape quests is actually pretty sick. Like, some of them are pretty funny. It's nice that they don't take it too seriously, honestly. That Cal quest that we completed, that they added to the game, like, that Cal quest that they added, I can't believe they added it to the game. Do you ever go faster than 5 miles an hour? Not saying that you should. No, I don't. But I have been thinking about that. I think, Dizzy recommended just earlier in stream that, if people donate, I should speed up the treadmill, and that's been something I've been thinking about for a while. And if that happens, I'm going to speed it up faster than 5. You could maybe run around 7 if you have run and you're in combat. Ooh. That's hard. Yeah, the reason why I just doubled it was because that, like, in game it's just double speed, so easy and steady is good. Okay, so now that we got him the steak sandwich, he's gonna help us out. The whole Mauritania quest line should have ended the moment you get to the church and the vampire goes, and the priest goes, haha, vampires aren't real. The end. That's funny. Chili Hops. What up, Chili Hops? Okay, where are we going now? Talk to Burnt Off in the Falador Inn. I think they're doing the same quest. Definitely don't push too hard. Be kind to your heart and joints. The joints is the hardest part, I think. Well, actually, I don't know. I think it was at the start. Um, Now I just think it's like building up endurance. I tend to like run a lot and then like take a break and then like lose the endurance that I built and then run a lot and then take a break. And I am not good at taking break days. So you're really cool, and I wish more people are watching your stream. Thank you, Lynx. That's super means a lot. 1 second. You good?
Yeah, it's just...
Okay, 1 second. I will toggle the camera so you can pass in peace. Okay, you're good. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Not what I meant to toggle on. There we go. You shall not pass. I don't know that telling my wife you shall not pass would go over very well. Sorry, 1 second. I'm adjusting the camera on Twitch just a little bit so you can see the spec percent. That's kind of important. Not super important, but okay. Okay, getting back to it. But yeah, thank you, Lynx. I appreciate that. I definitely want to make like a chill place where people can just come hang out and enjoy some RuneScape together. And make some just like fun, interesting content. Okay, so this dwarf asked for beer.
Oh, pass!
What was that? 50 bits? Dizzy used 50 bits. What was the soundbite? I will pass. Was it choppy on your end for Blurp? It was slightly choppy on my end, so it was hard to make out what it said. I heard it, but that's unfortunate. I think I can like I'm gonna send you a message on Discord to remind myself to refund your bits. I think I can do that. Okay. Okay, so we asked this guy if he's burnt off. He said yes. Willow's always in. He's way drunk. Willow's always insisted on changing me ways. I know explosives. Just because I lost a couple of me fingers a few years back doesn't mean I'll do it again. I knew the exact amount of. I'm not gonna do the accent. I knew the exact amount of dynamite needed to blow that rich fool's safe, and we would have been set for life. I thought you were a team of archaeologists. Archaeologists? Sure, if that's what you want to call us. Dude, the fact that your main character, like you as a character, are so dense just makes it so funny. Willow sent me to get you. She's found a new dig site and needs your expertise on explosive. Chili Hops is doing the quest with us. Tell you what. If you beat me in a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors, I'll join the team. We'll have the game upstairs and wait for him. Is he gonna like... It's like way choppy, right? That was choppy again, right? Sorry, I just paused the music. But like... That's some 2-bit audio. Yeah, I'll look into that and see what's up with that. Cause that was not poggers. The rules are rules. We both pick a sign and show. Gives me vibes of pulling out the RAM while playing YouTube videos. Yeah, it's choppy. It was bad. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, we played rock, paper, scissors. Or Rochambeau, as some people call it, but they're wrong. Looks like you win the first round. But I put out rock. Yeah, and I put out scissors, I think. Okay, then. First round goes to me. Rock, paper, scissors. He's way too drunk to even know what's going on. He chose scissors. I won. That's 2 rounds, so you have to help me. Hold it right there. I think I won that round. But rock beats scissors. Yeah, that's correct. But you chose paper, so I win. That was targeted. What? No, no, it wasn't. Dizzy, you're spending bits on awful, awful music. I'll troubleshoot it after stream. I don't know what's going on. I worked on it earlier and it was fine, but something's off now, obviously. It's like I wonder why. Yeah, that sucks. So I got 2 tasks to do tonight after stream. What's the other one? What's the first one? Oh, fix chat. I need to fix chat, and then I need to troubleshoot blurp. Apparently, blurp audio rate is like 2. It's like really bad. You can adjust the audio bit rate. Where? I'll look into that later after stream, but I'm sure it's just the bit rate that I need to crank up. I don't know why it would auto change though. Oh, I wonder if I had a problem with everything yesterday when my computer updated, and I'm wondering if that also reset some stuff with blurp, which is tragic. Okay, we have the team assembled. Now we just need to talk with Willow. Yo, Scarlet Reaper redeemed Big Drink. I'm gonna need to go get more water. I don't have a ton of water left, but we're doing Big Drink. Everyone drink up. We gotta be Hydra homies in this chat, so everyone take a big drink. Dangerous making jokes like that, Dizzy, when I'm big drinking. We're out of water now from Big Drink. That's the first Big Drink redemption. You're first, Scarlet Reaper. The pigeons carrying the bits from Blurp to your PC were attacked by a fleet of hawks, so they're down 3 pigeons. We are hydrated. We're hydrated, and we have 100% run energy, and we're not running. So I think that means that we need to be running. Right? We need to be on that. Alrighty. Okay, Willow. I don't know if you guys have seen, speaking of hydrated, I don't know if you guys have seen, I need to get that as my, where is this redeem a sound? I think you have to pay IRL money for it. It's blurp underneath the, don't do it though, while the bitrate, we're 3 pigeons down, dude. It should be like below this stream. If you scroll down. How many archaeologists do you actually know? That's a good question, because there's other archaeologists in this game that say they're archaeologists and then aren't. Okay, we're heading in. But yeah, I was saying, speaking of hydrated, the Brita water filter company has like some really funny memes on their Instagram page, and yeah, they're really, they have a dancing shark, and I need to get that as a GIF for like to put on screen when people redeem the hydrated. They're really funny. I'll link it in the Discord tonight if I can find it, but Okay, everyone, we've wasted enough time. Let's crack open this door. Don't blow up the whole mountain this time. Okay. He's like way drunk. So I hope that I hope we're fine. Why are you standing there? Clock's ticking, lad. We get the full mushroom clouds? That's crazy. Bloomin' Eck burnt off. That was a tad too explosive, I think. Quit your moaning. I did the job, didn't it? Okay, time to get to work. He's gonna clear the rubble. I think this dwarf is a little, trigger happy is not the right word. Explosive happy? Check all sets to work clearing out the rubble. Work is done, Willow. My apologies it took so long. Don't be sorry. Oh my gosh. 20th century box flute on like 3 for the audio rate. It's so bad. Okay, thief is going in now this time. My legs! Oh, my legs! Okay, he's disarming traps. Those are the boots from Tower of Life, the construction boots. I wonder if he stole those. All right, guys, I think it's safe to come in. I think, he says. This place is amazing. I can't believe this was just hidden away. I wonder how long it's been untouched. You're impressed? There's nothing here but dust and fallen rocks. You don't find it exciting? The Star Wars bad flute? What's there to be excited about? I don't see any gold, diamonds, or gems. It's not about the money, though, right? We've potentially discovered the long-lost ruins of an ancient civilization. Of course it's about the money. It's always been about the money, you dummy. Now my ears. Is it too loud? Do I need to turn that down? I turned it down just a titch. Hopefully it's not too loud now. Sorry about that, airplane, if it is too loud. We're not a team of archaeologists, you idiot. We're grave robbers. We're looking for the next score. Oh no, this entire time you've been using me to help you break into these ruins in hope of finding someone else's treasures? Yup. And you're surprisingly easy to convince. I'll admit, IRL Runlocked. You've been a tremendous help. But your usefulness has come to an end. Yeah, that is pretty loud, isn't it? It's okay, I see an ear doctor this Thursday. Oh no. The usefulness has come to frayed, and I can't leave you here. Can't risk you running to the authorities and telling them about our little gang. We're wanted across Gillinor. I'm afraid this is the end of the road. Whoops. Oh, he activates the Guardian. Is bro dead? What's happening? Feels like the quaking has stopped. The soundtrack works. Holy Zamorak! I didn't even think about that. They probably use the gods as, like, swears. Awful. They're swearing. They're saying naughty words. It just works for me. What was the sound? Rat dancing meme? I didn't even hear the rat dancing meme. I need to fix the volume on my end. Twitch blocks your name, and I have to enable it due to user's name is of an offensive nature. My name? Or Or what? I'm a muscle man, not a fighter. Let's get out of here. You're right, Burnt Off. We're leaving. They ran so quick. Maybe I should take care of this thing. I could only assume it's airplanes. Yeah, I guessed that, okay. Yeah, surprise there on your name being offensive. Hey, airplane. You guys are calling him out? It's it's Mr. Perv Asshat with an offensive name. Looks like Willow left behind a bag. Yo, get the bag. Get the bag. Chase a bag. A pile of coins? Sick. Airplanes are offensive. I mean, anytime after that's an offensive joke. After 9/11, airplanes can be offensive. Sorry, I apologize. Yo, we got access to the ruins of Camdozal. Hello? I can't believe it. It's been so long since I've heard another person's voice. How did you find me? To be honest, it was all a bit of an accident. What do you mean? Well, there was a gang of, I thought they were archaeologists, but they turned out they were grave robbers. I helped them clear the entrance to this room, and we worked our way inside, only to defeat a monster. They ran off and left me to defeat it. That wasn't a monster. Well, it looked menacing. That was one of the guardians of this great city. City? Yes, Camdozal, home of the Incamdo dwarves. These halls once bustled with life, but that was a long time ago. I'm the only one left now. The name's Ramarno? Well, Ramarno, I'm IRL Runlocked. What a weird name. And you have me at a loss for words. I'd never imagined there would be a whole city down here. Not much of a city anymore, I suppose. I guess I didn't help with that. Sorry about breaking into your home and killing your guardian. Well, we have plenty more, no real harm done. That said, I do think I might have a way for you to make it up for me. There will likely be something in it for you as well. My workshop is just north of here. Meet me there and we'll talk. Okay, so I'm not going to do that right now. I need to take a break to go fill up my water bottle again. And then we are going to be doing some Hunter. So I'm going to stop the treadmill for just a bit. Someone's training magic by teleporting to Falador over and over again. Only in RuneScape. Only in RuneScape. Okay, I will be right back, gamers. Gonna fill up that water bottle. Alright, gamers. We are back. We are back. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Pool time? Do we use pool time or overlay 1? We use pool time for now. Pool time's a better overlay. Okay. Starting that treadmill back up. Except they're going into administration. Except them going into administration and shutting down. Yeah, rip Spirit Airlines. Rip them. Okay. Oh, I actually need to go to Varrock. Sorry. Teleported to Varrock. Need to go to Lumbridge to pick up my axe. So for the crab traps, we need planks, nails, hammer, saw. So I need to pick that up really quick. They can be baited with fish offcuts. Red and blue crabs must be baited with fish offcuts. Oh. How do we get fish offcuts? Is that something I can get from any fish? Any fish. Okay, so maybe we're not doing maybe we're not doing that yet. Tonight I might be I want to AFK sailing, not fishing. But yeah, so maybe for Hunter right now we just train actively. Which does mean red salamanders. I know it's not the most efficient. Is there anything else we could be doing actively? Let me check I have a list here of stuff I need to do for, let me stop the treadmill while we're deciding what to do next. I guess I could be doing veil totems for the palm tree seed. I need 70 farming. Maybe we go do that. We can do tithe farm. Yeah, I think farming's the last active thing we need besides Hunter. And Hunter, I kind of want to. Now, I kind of want to wait on so we can get fish offcuts if possible. Because that will boost our Hunter XP by 50%. Which is a big increase. If it's just a little bit of a boost to XP, then maybe not, but... Okay, so tithe farm? It is, right? Yeah, we need to do tithe farm. So we're going to go do tithe farm. I need to go buy watering cans. Cool. I can't remember what the XP is like at Tithe Farm, but I'm guessing we're going to be here quite a while till 70. I guess what I could do is go check. One second. Palm tree seed. Palm tree seed. SRS. I believe we can't get those through farming contracts. We can. Seed pack. Just from high, though, and we do not have the level for that. We can get them from Zulrah, Hispori, Branda, the Fire Queen. Maybe we do some... I have been thinking Royal Titans might be nice. Because if I can get the prayer, the mage prayer, before we do Song of the Elves, that'd be pretty good. I also know some people in chat were asking if I wanted to, or if anyone wanted to do it, but I don't currently have a setup for it. So that's gonna have to wait. Veil offerings. What else do I need? Seed dibber. Spade. And then I think just seeds. That's tragic. If I had one more spot in the inventory, I could maybe I just drop the runes. We can buy more runes in when we're done. Okay, that's perfect. And then I need a spot for the compost bucket and a spot for the seeds up top. Cool. We are 7 miles into the stream and 2 hours in. Probably go for another hour and then call it. I have been going quite hard today. Or sorry, this last week. So I probably need to sit down and take a break when I'm done. Take a bajillion seeds. We're robbing this man of all his seeds. Thanks. Thanks, Groiler. How many points do I have? 349. You know, do I buy Groiler can? Let me see how many points it is. Groiler can would be so clutch, I think. I'm back. What's up, Icy? How are you? I think I'm buying Groiler can. Yo, wait, seed pack? I can't buy that though, right? I don't think Ultimates can buy that. Playtest was fun. Excited to see how this game evolves. That would be... That's sick. That'll be cool. It's good to... I've heard a little bit about it, and I'm like, ooh. Ooh, I want to try that. So, it'll be... That'll be cool. Okay, I am going to buy a Groiler's can. Yo, let's go! That's going to be so nice. One inventory slot. A playtest with more people would be very fun. Oh, I need seeds from the table. Is multiplayer netcode working currently? That's pretty sweet. How much does this hold? I don't know how many charges this holds. 1 second, let me peep the wiki. 1,000 charges instead of 8. That's pretty sweet. That's so nice. I can just go. Yeah, Jim and I were playing it with Stu Bob. Nice. Nice. That's good to hear. This artist that's playing on Spotify right now, I don't remember where I found him, but gives me like 80 or 90s vibes for sure. I'm saying that without having grown up in the 90s, so I don't actually know what it was like. Like, I grew up in the 90s, but I was not old enough to remember the 90s. But like old movie, you know what I'm saying? Old movie vibes. We got a quest done. We're almost at 200 quest points. And we did... What was the other thing we did at the start of the stream? Oh, room crafting. So... tomorrow we're getting 65 room crafting, I think, which is sweet. Then I can finish Morning's End part 1, or part 2, which will be nice. I'm really hoping we get spooned the catalytic talisman from our rewards, but if we don't, then that is okay. We'll just have to bring those 50 items to the dude for the death talisman. Pretty annoying on an ultimate Ironman, but that's just what you get for playing at UIM. She waking up? Okay. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Closing the camera so my wife can pass by. She's camera shy. Okay, we're good. She laughed when I said that. Fingers crossed you get a catalytic talisman. What up, Ryu Chondo? I'm hoping that we get spooned that. The other thing that would be really nice is the Dragon Left Half Shield, but that one I can kind of AFK with Gorax and a Ring of Wealth. There's a safe spot for him. Hello, please, can I make this plant? That plant might die. Sick. They have a good drop rate if you have a Ring of Wealth, and I can just safe spot those with magic. So, I'll AFK that at some point and hopefully get the shield. AFK, I say AFK, but I mean away from Treadmill, AFT it. Off-stream gaming, and then I can just telekinetic grab it as long as I have air runes. The mic isn't picking up the baby monitor, is it? No, doesn't look like it is. Cool. I can hear my daughter. She woke up. How are you doing tonight, Rio? Is Rio fine? Do you mind if I just call you Rio? I hope you're doing good. Hope your weekend is going swell. It's been pretty good for me so far. And it's a 3-day weekend, which is so nice. Doing good. Good to hear. What up, stream? Yo, Jaber, welcome in. How are you? It's good to hear from you. It is good to hear from you. Water them bolognas, bolognos. Yeah, we did a little bit of running today, did some rune crafting, and did a quest below Ice Mountain. Just saw that Obsession movie. Now I'm scared. Ooh, wait. What is that? Obsession. New horror movie? Horror movie in theaters. I was looking for a horror movie to watch with a friend of mine, so maybe we do that. Um, I don't know if any of y'all play Dead by Daylight. I don't, but I have a group of friends who's like pretty big into it. I have a friend who just finished all the achievements. Um, and they just announced Jason is coming to Dead by Daylight. That's one of those games where there's very few games where I'm like, that game is more fun to watch than play. But that for me is one. Um, that is more fun to watch than play. I just like I don't know if I just get paranoid by playing it or what, but um yeah, it's a little rough for me. Um so but yeah, I have those friends that love DBD are also surprise very big fans of horror movies. And one of them during October watches 2 to 3 horror movies a day, which is a lot. And he posts a list of movies and the day he's going to watch them in the Discord. And it's cool because like I can pick and choose the horror movies I want to watch with them. But like 2 to 3 horror movies every day is so much. So I typically don't watch very many with him. But it's a fun time to hang out and Discord chat. And Obsession is good, instant classic. Nice. 2 to 3 per day is crazy. Can't be good for your soul. Yeah. I say that though, and I'm like, bro, I put like 4 or 5 hours into RuneScape every day, and that's on top of working 9 to 5 and having a baby, and so it's like, can I really fault him? If guy likes horror movies that much, can I really fault the man? No, but just not for me. But yeah, he enjoys them, so. I think the highlight from this last October was Hereditary. Yeah, but at least OSRS isn't about like dead people and demons. True. I think it depends on the horror movies. A lot of the ones he watches, he'll sprinkle in like old slasher films, and then people just kind of make fun of them in Discord because they've aged really poorly. So just watch the movies while AFK and OSRS. Yeah, that's what I would do. We would I just toss RuneScape on the second monitor. It's perfect for that. But um yeah, while I was doing my thieving to get to 94 at the cannonball stalls, I watched all of Severance and part of another show that I don't remember what it was now. But um yeah, RuneScape is a great game to play while you have a movie on or a show or whatever. But yeah, the Severance was really good. Glad I could watch it. Um, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I actually said it yet or not, but the highlight from this last horror movie binge in October for me was Hereditary. Great movie. Um, But man, it's heavy. It's one of those movies where you kind of want to stop watching, but you can't, if that makes sense. Like you want to find out what happens next, but heavy movie. It was one of my YouTube videos actually has a meme from it that I made. And we were watching that movie, and to kind of like break the tension, we joked about there's a scene where the guy whips out a bag of weed and he's like, I got really good weed. And we laughed at it because he just like walks up to some girl and is like, doesn't know the girl, and he's like, yo, you smoke? And we were joking that that is like a gamble. Um, so, um, but I put that in one of my videos is because it was like it was a funny inside joke with the group, but I thought it fit really well with how I did it in the video. Severance is really good, says Ryu. I agree. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Jaber says, sorry, I'm like reading it out loud because again, I broke my chat. It's not linked up. So, but he says Obsession is similar to Hereditary in the sense that the entire movie is hopeless and never feels like they're going to figure out what to do and fix things. Ooh. Yeah, movies like that are hard for me. You have to follow it up with something. I can't remember what we followed up Hereditary with, but I needed like a palate cleanser after I was done with that because it's heavy. I think they suggested Barbie movie as a palate cleanser. I don't think that's what we ended up watching, but I didn't actually end up seeing the Barbie movie. But I've heard it was actually like pretty decent. So can't remember what XP rates here at Tide Farm are like right now without turning in any plants, sitting at a fat 187 farming XP per hour. Oh, I just realized that that is inaccurate. Let me reset the hour counter. But I'm sure it's not high at all. You have to take this scary bus home into. Sorry, 1 second. I'm like trying to Tide Farm and talk. And I have to take the scary ass bus home too, which isn't a great place to decompress. 100%. Trying to decompress from a horror movie on a public bus. Yeah. Ooh, yikes. Not a great place to decompress, like you said. But I'm assuming you're on mobile then? Just big chillin' in chat. So hopefully we can just chill and decompress together. I think the pool is almost done draining. I have a little siphon going right now. It's going really slow now that the water level is really low. But we're getting close. When I was 10, I saw Friday the 13th, and my palate cleanser was Naruto. What a good palate cleanser. That was a show, I think I've said quite a bit. I didn't have cable growing up, so there was a lot of shows I just couldn't watch. And Naruto was one that I was like, man, I want to watch this show so bad, and never got to. And then just like never went back to it. That being said, it's really long, so don't know if I'm gonna commit to it now, but because I feel like if I watch Naruto, then I have to watch Naruto Shippuden. That's a lot of shows. I can't exactly toss a show on while I'm streaming. So, what used to be OSRS used to be my time to watch YouTube or shows or whatever, has gone to streaming now. So, don't have as much time to watch shows, which is both good and bad. watching with the wife though. Only Murders in the Building. I think we're only on like episode 2 or 3, but it's good so far. Pretty good. We tried to watch a show called, what was it called? It's got Bill Hader in it. Barry. We tried to watch Barry, and my wife was like, "This show's not for me," and that's okay. From what I've heard, she looked up like she's like, "Wow, this show's kind of dark," and then looked up reviews on it and was like, "Yeah, they say it doesn't get any, it just gets darker." And I don't know if I mind if it's also funny, but um, if my wife doesn't want to watch it, then we don't watch a lot of shows together, so I want to watch something that we're both going to enjoy. So we switched to Only Murders in the Building. And maybe I'll watch Barry on my own time. The other one that I wanted to watch that I think Shifty mentioned was Nathan For You, I think was the show. Want to watch a little bit of that. See, I watched a tiny bit a long time ago, but not a lot. And I want to give it another shot, see if it's good. King of the Hill is always one of those shows that I go back to. 1 second, chat. I'm closing camera so wife can pass in peace. What? It's closed. Yeah, you're good. Love you. There you go. Nathan For You is awesome. That's what I've heard. I have a friend who really enjoys Nathan For You. And I've seen a little bit of it, but not a ton. So. Oh, I just realized that this one has not been fertilized. I missed it. Tragic. Was this one fertilized? Talking and treadmilling and tithe farming all at the same time is hard, boys. Boys and girls. Probably shouldn't have done that yet if I have plants to water still. But it's going to mess up my timing. But that's fine. Dude, I'm like so locked in for Tide Farm. It's crazy. It's just Tide Farm. Chill, bro. But I feel like, what are we? We're almost 8 miles into the stream. So after a while, my brain just turns into a monkey brain. It's hard to like have my frontal lobe active after too long on the treadmill, and I can't like think through things straight. It's just in survival mode, fight or flight mode. Even if most of, like I ran, what, probably 3.5 miles? But 8 miles is insane. Yeah. But we only ran for like 3.5, maybe. So, not too bad. I feel like I have gone a lot this week, though. Gone, let's see, we hit 800 on Thursday. So we've gone 20 miles already. In 2 days. That's a lot. Putting it into perspective like that, that's a lot. But these levels don't grind themselves. Gotta get that XP. Okay, I'm just gonna restart planting now. I think, right? Maybe? Maybe not. We'll restart over here. But yeah, I feel like Tears of Guthix and Tithe Farm are two places where it's super unnecessary to lock in, and I do anyway. Um, just hyper focus on not missing any plants. But I guess that being said, I do get distracted by chat occasionally, so comes and goes in waves, I think. The amount of locking in. I can't imagine doing this while running. That would be awful. I'm really glad we got a recoilers can because we can just kind of go. Groilers can. Remember to stay hydrated though. Got a big drink every now and then, you know? Statsby, I'm watching that number. I don't know if you're still in chat, but I'm watching that number go up for the clip. I think he went to bed. We hit 21,000 views, just barely, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yesterday was the best stream in terms of followers that I've had. We went up 44 follows. Just really nice. Pretty cool. I'm hanging out. Very tired though. About to head to bed. Yeah, thanks for being in. Have a good one, Statsby. Always super appreciative of your help with stream. Gotta get you that purple on Chambers. Donate Tebow to Statsby's bank. I say donate, but boy earned it. Glad it's still getting numbers. Maybe another overnight pop. Maybe. I think it'll probably wind down, but that being said, numbers still go up, so pretty cool to have that though. Pretty cool to have that. I'm just glad for it. Glad everyone. Glad I could share that moment with everyone. That's what I'm trying to say. Treadmill brains kicking in. We just hit 8 miles for the stream. We were just a little under. In June, starting June 1st, my company's having like a stay active competition. And you're gonna track miles and submit it, and the first place person wins a gift card. I don't know where it's to, but we gonna get that back. Hopefully. If anyone beats me, I'm gonna be like, you'll smoke them. I hope so. But if anyone beats me, I'm gonna be like, man, they deserve the gift card. The problem is though, I think is I have to use an app on my phone, I think is how it works to track the mileage. Which uses the pedometer on your phone, which I know isn't great, but also that means I have to have the phone in my pocket while I'm on the treadmill. And I don't know how great that's gonna work. So we will see. But I might have to improvise something. But if we do win the gift card, everything I earn is going to go, a little bit is going to go to something, probably buy my wife like a milkshake and something. I have another gift in mind if I do get that. Either way, I'll probably get her the gift. But as a thank you. Phone pedometer isn't the worst. And then the rest will be going towards stream, making it a little better. Hopefully getting a cozier setup once I move. This blank white wall. Someone told me it gives backroom vibes, and I was like, yeah, you're not wrong. So hopefully when I move, I'll get a cozier setup for stream, um, which would be nice. Be pretty nice. I did not fertilize that. Tragic. Have I been using the fertilizer? But yeah, it would be nice to throw some stuff up on the wall, make the better lighting. I need to figure out how to get good lighting, because right now it's not super great. But again, that's going to be a problem to solve after I move, because I'm going to be in a different spot. I don't want to solve lighting and then move and have it still be a problem. Or I guess not still be a problem, have to solve it all over again. But yeah, as it stands, we're getting 3k farming XP an hour, which is really bad. But we haven't turned any of our fruit in. So okay, I'm gonna start planting. Yo, Baja Beja Blazed coming in with a sub. Thank you so much. Subbing with Prime. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much, Beja Blazed. Baja Blast. Dude, hope you're enjoying stream. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying some chill. I let this die. Rip. That's fine. XP waste. Tragic. But yeah, hope you're enjoying the stream, dude. Hope it's been a chill night for you. Hope your weekend's going well. Because we're doing good. This weekend was very much needed for me. Work wasn't bad this week, but definitely wasn't great, so had better weeks. So I was really glad that the clip that we made of the pool popped off. Glad to see new people in stream. Glad to start making progress back on those levels. Like I said, I think I said it yesterday. I feel like we kind of goofed off a lot on the account this week, which is fine, right? But loving the stream. Hope life is good for you. Dude, everyone who comes into chat and says hi makes it just a little bit better. I hope that, like, I really hope we can just make a cool place to hang out. The pool vid also did good on Reddit. Yeah. Yeah. I saw someone came into chat yesterday. And he's like, "Oh, yo, cool, I gotta catch a stream." And I was like, "Yeah, where'd you find me?" And he's like, "Oh, I found you on Reddit." And I was like, "On Reddit? Link me the post." So pretty cool to see that. Really nice to. I've tried posting stuff myself, and doing self promotion, and it just never really works out. Reddit seems to sniff out when you're doing. I mean, like, my user on Reddit is the same as on Twitch, so that probably doesn't help. But Reddit seems to be like, this guy's self promoting. Let's downvote that guy. But when someone else posts, it really does help out. But yeah, I did see that, and I commented on some of the some of them are really funny. They always make me chuckle. So between that and being on Behemoth, it was good feelings. Good feelings for sure. So that made my weekend much better. Kind of a little pick me up. Remember to stay hydrated. What are you grinding on? Working on some farming. Um, so levels are looking pretty good. We have a couple things that are like in pause for now. So Hunter is going to be stalled for just a little because I just finished the Troubled Tortugas quest and I can do crab hunting on that island, but I need fish offcuts. If I get fish offcuts, that's something I can do AFT away from Treadmill. But if I do that, it boosts my current hunter method. It's better than my current hunter method by 50%. So I don't really want to do active hunter training at this point until I have the fish offcuts. Smithing is kind of on pause. We were doing blast furnace with 50 pounds on my back in the weight vest, which was just a time to be alive. Very painful. But they came out with that new smithing method this week that I'm really excited to use because I don't have to move. I don't have to carry weight. And it's got good XP rates as long as I have the splinters. But splinters are or rubium shards, I guess, not splinters. But those are something I can AFK at work. So that will be nice. And I have so many cannonballs from our thieving grind. So, and those are stored in the cargo hold on the ship. I'm so glad that I can store those. I was really worried I was just going to have to drop them, but... So, smithing is on pause, and Hunter is kind of on the pause. We're working towards Song of the Elves. But apart from that, 70 farming is kind of the active skill I can train, that and construction. But it's been a long week as far as like miles go and treadmill workout goes, so I'm feeling it. So I don't want to carry weight and burn myself out too much. So we're just gonna walk and do some Tithe Farm. When we get a little bit of a break, rune crafting we have to run for at Guardians of the Rift. But once we're done with that, we can kind of switch to the more weight-intensive tasks like construction. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff we need to wrap up, a whole bunch of loose ends that we need to tie up. But I have enough Stardust in my inventory for 72 crafting for the Ardone Hard Diary. 1 KC enhanced will be Pog. Yo, if that is real, Ryu, if that happens, I'm gonna be so happy. Because I'm fully expecting to be there for 500 miles. It's gonna be a rough one. For sure. But yeah, Herblore is also kind of, excuse me, paused because I want to get the Ardone Hard Diary done so we can have a 100% success rate on Master Farmer pickpocketing. Yo, Ornate Pool is done. Let's go, Jaber. That is huge. Huge GZ. Congrats. I hope the hard work pays off, because that's huge. Thinking about Soat, proud to say that I am now a Hunley veteran. Oh, oops, I just closed my chat. Still have yet to figure out tier 1 prep, though. Yeah, tier 1 prep's a little rough. I don't think I could do it at my stats when I was doing it, but Royal Titan's prayers are kind of clutch. So now that those are out, like tier 1 prep doesn't seem so bad. But it's still rough. It's a rough one. So good luck on that. I don't think I've ever done tier 1. I just tier 2 prep. It's not that bad, I don't think. Once you get it down, it's not that bad. But again, my stats weren't like, I think I was shown at 80 defense when I was tier 1 prepping, which is fine if you like are really good, but I also didn't have max Yeah, I didn't have the prayers, and I can I consistently T2 prep CG? Yeah. Um, yeah. Once you get it down, it's not too bad. I maybe mess up if I get a really unlucky spawn, maybe once in like 50, I have to reset, but can you explain this new rubium method and why it's so cracked? Yeah, so everyone's been complaining about it because the mining XP. I was talking with, or I was lurking in Star, um, just because everyone already has the cannonballs. I was lurking. No movement. That's the big one for me. No movement. Everything's stackable. But for everyone else, because there's a whole bunch of other people freaking out about it, I think it had to do with the mining rate. The mining XP was insane. If you could tick manipulate stuff and just get crazy mining rates. Someone at Fallen Stars earlier today was talking about how they went from 1 to 90 uh in like just a little bit of time. And that's crazy. 1 to 90? It only came out on Wednesday. Chill, dude. Go touch grass. 1.5 tick is better than granite. Yeah. Is it patched yet, or should I rush it? I'm pretty sure it's patched. But also, you have to 1.5 ticket, so... What is the ultimate end game for your account? So, that's a hard question, Baha. Because I want to do so many things on this account. Like, first big goal is complete CG, get my BOFA, right? Because even just having a BOFA on this account, I'm gonna have to do so many miles for Corrupted Gauntlet unless I get big spooned, like Ryu said in YouTube chat. So getting a BOFA, getting the enhanced is I think a huge flex on this account. Getting 99 agility would be cool, but that's like 800 miles of agility with my current XP rates. So we might not get that. But I honestly am expecting to like, this is RuneScape for me now, I think. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Getting Inferno on this account, getting an Inferno. I've never done Inferno. So that being said, I don't even know if I can do Inferno sitting down. But with help from chat, with help from some gamers from chat, maybe I can do it on this account. Maybe I do an Inferno clear on the treadmill. That would be so baller. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like first go is getting the BOFA, and we'll see how much more we have in it after that. But I'd love to raid with chat and viewers. I'd love to do Treadmill Top Tuesdays. How many miles are you at right now? Ooh, how long have you been around in chat? Have you seen how the treadmill or how the plugin works? Because I can give you a little demo right now if you would like. So, bottom left. Yeah, bottom left has a tracker. It shows my current weight in kilos and pounds, so I don't have to do the math every time. And then, no worries. And then down here, it also has a total miles and current speed. And then when I toggle the run in-game, it automatically speeds up my treadmill. Takes a little bit to speed up, but it automatically does it. So that's pretty cool. And I can just be running, which is sweet. I'm like super proud of it. And then I got it working. I don't have to touch the treadmill. Once I set it up, I touch it to like I start the treadmill when stream starts, and after that, I typically don't have to touch it. Occasionally, because Bluetooth is faulty, I'll have to adjust the speed a little bit. But I have a button on my screen that I can use to adjust the treadmill speed. So I don't even have to like look down to change the treadmill. I programmed a little. You can't see it, but like my sidebar for RuneLite has a stop button. So if I hit stop here on RuneLite, it will just stop the treadmill. It stops counting miles on the screen, on the tracker. And then once the treadmill is stopped, I can also start it through RuneLite. which is sweet. There's some things I want to work into the plugin. Currently, if I stop the treadmill and it reads 0 miles an hour, I can still move. I'm gonna cheat here to show you, but I'll move back to the tile. So I can still move. I want to change the plugin so that it doesn't let me move if the treadmill is stopped and it reads 0 miles an hour. So something like the red clicks only plugin. I think Settled had a video recently where he did like a follow. You can only travel by following people. So I want to do something like that with my plugin, so that when the treadmill stopped, I can't move. But yeah, this is like such a fun account, and it's so sick. It's been a blast, and it's been super cool to like just participate with people in chat. Like it's, and I'm fully expecting like the game to change once we get past SOT, because I'm gonna have to start equipping gear and like moving with weight, or like running with weight. I think my end game setup is gonna be light enough that it won't be too bad. But PVM is what people really tune into streams for, right? Not the Tide Farm stuff. So excited to get CG going, and hopefully stream will pop off a little bit when that happens. How does sailing work with this? Okay, so anything that I consider forced movement doesn't... I should probably update the description. But anything that I consider as forced movement, so like mithril seeds or adamant seeds, I wouldn't consider as me moving. It's a little different with mithril seeds because I'm planting them. But any forced movement, I don't have to be on the treadmill for. That being said, I haven't found a way to abuse that, and I don't really want to. Like, doesn't like if I'm finding a way to abuse my own rules, it's just like, why am I doing this? But sailing I count as forced movement because I'm not, my character's not moving, the boat is. So as long as my boat's moving and the character isn't like right, he's riding on the boat, I can stop the treadmill. So sailing is nice because I can kind of just like chill a little bit. That being said, it's hard to AFT away from treadmill sailing because typically my AFK/AFT activities have to be AFK as well. So I want to be doing salvaging, but when I log out on the account, like if I am for some reason, like I have a work meeting or whatever, and I like close my phone or have to tab out of my phone for like two-factor authentication, tab out of RuneLight. When it logs me out, it kicks me back to the helm of the boat, the back of the boat, which is not next to my salvaging hook. So I have to hop back on the treadmill to get to the salvaging hook, but can't, so sailing's kind of a little funky. I have to AFK it while I'm at home, and I can like hop on the treadmill for 2 steps, but so it's just kind of awkward. But sailing's been cool. It's pretty nice for the account, all in all. Well, I say that, and I haven't actually done a lot of sailing. I'm only at 57. It'll be nice for fishing, though. I think. Getting some good food. Very AFK. Although I can do sharks, right, with minnows, and sharks come noted. So that's really nice. Although, again, there's a problem with sharks because sharks weigh so much. I think sharks are like, any hard food weighs like half a kilo each. So brews are the dream for this account, but that requires 81 herb lore. So it's going to be a while. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so there's a lot of weird, janky stuff I've had to do with this account to train things. Cooking was interesting. It took me a while to figure out how I was going to train cooking AFK. Same with fire making. Forestry bonfires were very clutch for fire making. And then for cooking, I ended up using noted vials of water to fill up jugs to make wines. So I could stand next to the Culinariomancer chest and buy grapes and empty jugs. And it's also a bank, so I could unnote the vials of water there. It was like, it ended up being perfect, but that's big XP drop, 21,000. There's a level up, 66 farming. That's big. I got a little bit more left in me tonight. We're hitting the 3-mile mark on the stream time, but I got a little bit left in the chamber. So, and farming needs to get done, so, and I have a hard time motivating myself to come back to Tide Farm because it's Tide Farm. Yuck. I hope I'm here for the 1K total miles. There's a Discord link right below stream. 1K miles is going to be, I'm going to celebrate that. I don't know what I'm going to do for it yet. But I am definitely going to post in Discord. Ooh, this song's sweet. I will be posting in Discord when we celebrate the 1K miles, because that's going to be sweet. And again, I don't know what I'll do for it, but it's got to be something big, right? I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we just Falador party room. Honestly, like, we haven't done a good old Falador party room. Maybe we just do something like that. Doesn't have to be big. I think it just has to be meaningful, right? Do you do any kind of marathons or anything? Any fitness goals attached to this account? That is a great question. So my first stream. No, you're fine, dude. Gotta be a run. True. My first stream, run from Lumbridge to Priff. Ooh, I hope I can get to. Dude, that's such a long run. I hope I can get there though. If we're at Priff by then, absolutely, we'll do it. But okay, sorry. Going back to Beja Blaste's questions. Yeah, I don't mind the questions at all. Gives me something to chat about. While we do my favorite minigame, Tithe Farm. Not actually my favorite minigame. Do I have any kind of fitness goals? So my first stream for this account, we walked 3 miles and I was exhausted. I was just beat. I think I ran half a mile. I was not a runner before this. I worked from home. I wasn't really taking care of myself. That work from home job was hard for me mentally. I was not a very functional human, honestly. But so I was just like not in healthy shape. So first stream was I walked 2.5 miles, ran a half mile, so 3 miles total, and I was just dead after. Just completely exhausted. That being said, I would love to do a half mile to start. Sorry, half mile, half marathon. I would love to run a half marathon. I've been thinking about it a lot as far as like IRL goals, and it would be so cool to have an Ironman account train me for an Ironman. But I looked at that and I was like, oh, yikes. Like, that's, ooh. You have to be like elite to even do that. So maybe we won't do a full Ironman, but maybe eventually we could do a half Ironman. Run a lap of every agility course would be cool for a celebration. Every one that I can do, yeah, that would be sick. The Lumbridge to Prif though, that would also be. Maybe we do both. The build up to the run is every agility course, or maybe like maybe we do the agility courses on the way, and the second to last one we do is Draenor Village, and then we run from there to Prif. If we go Lumby to Prif, I'll go outside with my phone and run with you. Yo, that would actually be so sick. That would be sweet. What if we got a group of IRL runners to do it? Like, we could toss like Discord up. People can stream their front-facing cameras that they don't have to put their faces on if they don't want. That would be sick. Get a group of runners. That would be so cool. We gotta organize that sometime. Get a bunch of clips of people running with you. Yeah, maybe we just get clips. Like, we don't have to... Although, you can't really, like, live stream that, right? But, I don't know. I'll think on that, because that's a cool idea. We could get people to do a group run. Group IRL run locked. That'd be sweet. Okay, after this, I'm going to clear all the fruit, and then I need to take a quick break, run to the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of water. And then we'll be right back for... Did I not? I thought I composted this for a little bit more Tithe Farm before we go to bed. Maybe we hit 67 farming tonight. That'd be cool. We definitely need the experience. Lumbridge to Prif Agility Course Crawl. That is such a good name. It's instead of a bar crawl, we're doing an agility course crawl. That's true. That's sick. Yeah, let's do that. That's such a good way. Okay, there's a big 7K XP drop. I am stopping the treadmill here for just a second, and we will be right back, gamers. Leaving you with some sweet. What is this? Masayoshi Takanaka. Alright, gamers, we are back. Headed to bed. Thank you for the stream. I've been looking for a new stream to spend time in. I think I found it. Yo, that's so wholesome, Baha. Thank you for... He's probably not hanging around, but... Gotta turn my pool time overlay back on. Cool. Okay, starting that treadmill back up. You know, I left you guys with Masayoshi Takanaka playing, and I think I want to listen to some more of him as we wind down tonight. He's got a sick album. That's just like great for winding down. What is it called? This one. I don't know what it is. This is the first song on the album. All of Me is the album name. We're gonna give this whole album a listen to. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. It should be playing now. Fine. Cool. Cool. How much XP did we gain from Tithe Farm so far tonight? 40k. Warhammer 40k amount of experience. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. How much more do we have left to get to 70? I will check after we're done planting these. Probably not too much left since we're already at 66. Guessing like 200k, maybe? Oh, almost on the dot. We'll need about 200k XP to hit 70. It's like 220k XP that we'll need. So that's 5 nights of Tithe Farm like this, if I call it at 40k XP per night, which is like slightly under an hour. Of Tithe Farm. That's a lot of Tithe Farm. I've got like 5 hours of Tithe Farm left. Probably like 4. Because we're sitting at 50k XP an hour. That's not bad at all. Especially considering we're walking for most of it. Once we're done with rune crafting though, I need to find like a new skill I can train while running. Maybe we just go back to agility. There are some pretty important shortcuts that we would like to have. The Zulrah shortcut from Fairy Ring would be nice. The one for Serb, I think, is 80 agility. So it's going to take us a while to get there. I'm going to turn my Spotify just a titch down on stream. Actually, I'm going to turn it back to where it was and turn it down on my computer. Just a little. Probably shouldn't have done that in the middle of planting everything, but it's going to throw the timings off. That's okay. Probably going to call it once I hit the next... Well, hitting the next stack of 75 might actually take too long. So we'll just see how far we can get. Oh, did I fertilize that. Yes, I did. Oh, I'm gonna freaking lose this plant. Please. There we go. I don't think this is the... Yeah, this is not the right album. It shuffled it. I don't want it to shuffle. I clicked the wrong song. That was what we just listened to. That made me want to listen to this album. Okay. I have not been... I don't think I have been. Anyway. Eating enough calories. And I definitely need to consume more. So I've been thinking about like what I can do to do that. I just need to eat breakfast. I typically don't eat breakfast. I wake up in the morning and it takes me a while to get going, like mentally. I found out if I eat too early after I wake up, I just get a little nauseous. I don't know why, but it's kind of always been a thing. But that would probably fix it. I actually don't know if that's always been true. Maybe that's just a getting in my head thing. Because there's definitely times where I would wake up and eat breakfast. Although maybe not. It was probably around 10 that I actually ate breakfast when I... And that's not early at all. So... I do though. I lived in Peru for a while and that's what I'm thinking about. I do really miss the breakfasts there. They had these amazing breakfast drinks. Like they, for breakfast, how do I describe it? Like they'd make oatmeal, and in the United States at least, you kind of make it into a bowl of mush that you can like eat. And there it was a drink. And they were just, the drinks that they had for breakfast were just amazing. My favorite one had quinoa in it, and it was like a fruit drink, and it was amazing. Just great. I know how to make it. I just haven't in a while. Maybe I should make that. It makes huge batches though when you make it, so need to put it in a thermos and bring it to work. Sip on it throughout the day. I think the only thing that's hard to get here for that drink is a quince. I think that's how you pronounce it. And you can still find those here. They're just a little harder. But it's like a quince, and you can substitute a pear. It's a quince, an apple, and I think I like to use Pink Lady apples. Those seem to be, or Cosmic Crisps, seem to be kind of close. So quince, apple, pineapple, and cinnamon, sugar, and cloves. And you boil it all together, and then you add the quinoa to it. Oh, you boil it, and then you blend the fruit, and then you add the quinoa, and it is so good. Making myself hungry. I can tell I need to go eat after stream. That being said, I think I'm gonna go. I think we'll call it at this set of planting, and I'll go get my ship because I want to AFK sailing. So I will park my. And the problem is like I don't have good sailing XP rates because I haven't made the salvaging hook. Next stream we're gonna make this a better salvaging hook and maybe kit out. Maybe we kit out. Although it seems silly to do that for 2.5 levels. So I don't know. We'll see what my XP rates are tonight. We'll see how far I can get while I'm AFKing throughout the day tomorrow and go from there. Night Airplane, thanks for stopping by. Cool. That is 50k farming XP for the day. Oh, I need to store Groiler's can. So nice that I can store that now. Wait, what? Oh, store more than one. I got really scared there that I couldn't, that I just wasted 200 points on Groiler's can and that I couldn't store it. I would have kind of flipped the lid if you couldn't store Groiler's can at Tool Leprechauns. That would have been awful. Oh, I guess the other thing I could do tonight to kind of clear out the inventory is... No, I'm going to do sailing. I'll do crafting. I have all these Stardust. I could clear out one inventory slot by cutting those all, turning them into gem bags and then cutting all of them. But because I'm at home tomorrow and Monday, throughout the day then, I want to be able to... good luck to that fresh group Ironman. I want to be able to do sailing because sailing requires me to occasionally step on the treadmill to step to the salvaging hook. I think, let's see where I can salvage actually. I don't remember what I can salvage. Large shipwrecks. I don't know where those are. Large shipwreck. Show me on the map. Are there some near the Great Conch? I'm lost. Where's the Great Conch? Okay, relatively close to the Great Launch, or the Great Launch. Yo, Noxious Chilla, welcome to the chat. How are we tonight? Did I say Noxious Chilla? I meant Noxious Killa. Sorry, I've got treadmill brain. I'm 10 miles into the stream tonight. Hence the walking. I could be running, but we ran 3.5 miles earlier today doing some rune crafting. And we're getting close to winding down. Finding a place to AFK, park the account and AFK. Because as long as I'm not moving, I can still do stuff. So we're gonna AFK some sailing. But welcome in. Welcome to the stream. We're big chilling right now. Hope your weekend is going great. Hope you're doing good. Buy some runes in case I need to tele out. I don't imagine I'll have to. But just in case. Okay, let's toggle the run on for just a second to get to the boat. Hello, Charter. Oh, it's in Port Sarim? Oh, I'm bad. Okay. It will be a long sail down there, but we can charter back to, oops, misclick, to Port Sarim and take the boat from there. Dude, I'm still like so happy with. Wait, is this the right boat? Yes. With the sailing animations. Like they look so good. The cape. It just looks nice. They did a great job with it. All in all, I am pretty happy with sailing. Is there things they need to add? Absolutely. Could it be better? Absolutely. Does it feel like it fits into OSRS? Yeah. I think so, at least. It's because, and again, we talked about this earlier, but because of how they made it intertwine and interconnect, this is the animation that I think is actually really, really sweet. Just looks good. But because of how they tied it into the other skills in RuneScape, I think it will age very well. They'll be able to do a lot of nice things with sailing that will just make it feel better, I think. Yo! Thank you for the follow, Noxious Killa and Grain Uvula? Am I reading that right? Welcome in to the chat. Welcome into the stream. We are winding down from a 10-mile stream. Gonna go AFK some sailing. If I can get, there was a huge sailing update for this count at least. Everyone's been talking about it, but like for this count, revolutionary. Chef's kiss. I can train smithing now without having to move, which means I don't have to carry 50 pounds on my back when I'm doing blast furnace. And I don't have, yeah, like blast furnace was a chore, and we got from what 50 to 60 at it. But man, it was a slog. So I'm glad that there is a new sailing method that helps us get there without just absolutely destroying our joints, I guess. But yeah. Oh, I forgot about the hammerhead sharks. We're gonna get smashed. I also technically don't need to have the treadmill going while we're sailing, but you know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna send it. Okay, I think. Oh, need to trim the sails. I think I'm going the right way. They're down by this moon-shaped place, so let's go a little east. Wait, am I going the right way now? Yeah, over there. They're just right here. That salvaging spot. Oh, I needed to check. I need to check what. Whoops, open the wiki. What does this camphor trees? I can plant camphor trees now. I wonder if as a UIM that will be very useful. I can't remember what I use camphor trees for. What is that? Whoa, what's going on? I haven't done a lot of sailing, so I don't know what this is. This is cool. Where am I going? A sapphire. What? What was that? I need to wiki that. Mysterious glow? OSRS. An ocean encounter. Oh, cool. They always drop gems, and they have a chance of dropping dragon stones. Ooh. You can also get like opal, ruby, sorry, opal, topaz, and no jade though. That's kind of nice, I guess. But also, I see smack to the faces in chat. Welcome in. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for being here to support me. You're a baller. I need to go straight east now. I cut way too far south. Okay, so Charred Island is next up on the docket for AFK things. I'm very excited to get there. I have like 1.5 billion. I'm walking, so I can go pick up that. Stop navigating, take the sapphire, and then we can get going again. That's just free crafting XP from cutting it. It's 50, but every little bit adds up. Oh, I'm not going at max speed. Like, why can I not? Why am I going so slow? Gotta be almost there, right? Oh, I don't want to be here, actually. This might trigger the, I have a quest to sail to Last Light, and there's like a encounter from Red Reef. What is it? I can't remember what the quest is. Red Reef something. But I don't want to do that right now. It will destroy my boat. I just want to sail around it. So I really, really hope I don't trigger that. I think we're in the clear, though. What's at the edge of the map look like? I'm curious. Who's this guy? I thought that was a player. Captain Ruben? What did the examine text say? Ooh, I don't think I want to be there, right? Oh, eagle rays. Those aren't too bad. I can sail through this. I am excited to like one of these times actually sit down and explore sailing for what it is. But as of right now, I haven't really done that. Maybe I should stop the treadmill and stretch while we're on this last. I'm gonna do that last little bit. Ooh, I'm gonna feel this in the morning. I'm gonna be tired for sure. But the more I do, the more endurance I can build up. Which will be nice. If I can build up endurance before we get to Corrupted Gauntlet, and I can do a lot of Corrupted Gauntlet in a day. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Good night, John Runlocked. Catch you again soon. No worries, I'm about to hop off too. We just got to the salvaging spots. So I'm gonna hop to a salvaging world, and I will also be calling it. Dad. It dad. That's funny. He's got a kitted boat. Okay, let's hop to a salvaging world. Salvaging. The most populated one. Start that treadmill so I can AFK this. Cool. Let's see what these XP rates are like. Hopefully it will get us 2.5 levels. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Because all we need is 2.5 levels. And then we can do rubium stuff. Okay. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I know it's just a couple of you hanging on because it's extra late tonight. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining in on the stream. I do appreciate it. I will see you guys again soon. Peace.